Give me 2 minutes, and I'll tell you a story. My first trip to La La Land. I was cruising Santa Monica Boulevard with my friend Jim in July 1978 when I saw two muscle-bound guys on a corner with a couple of pretty LA women. One guy looked familiar, like a pro football player. He was that big. Then I realized who this was. The Austrian Oak. "Hey, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger," I exclaimed, while Jim glanced at me as if I were speaking in tongues. "Who?" "Arnold Schwarzenegger. I used to read about him when I was weightlifting as a kid back in New York. Turn the car around. I want to meet him." Today, Schwarzenegger is well known because of his action movies, his 2 terms as California's governor, and his pop culture fame. But in 1978, few knew him, unless, like me, you read about him in magazines like Strength and Health or Muscular Development, or you followed Mr. America or Mr. Universe competitions. I had started weightlifting in the mid-1960s to bulk up to play football for the Harrison Huskies. Like many teens, weightlifting helped build my strength and self-confidence. I could work out alone in my basement or with friends at the rec center. I didn't dream of being a world-class bodybuilder back then, but I liked getting pumped up. Sometimes after a workout, we posed like Arnold. Back on that sunny LA day, my friend pulled a U-turn, but there was no one standing on the corner outside the restaurant. When I opened the door and stepped inside, I was standing next to Schwarzenegger and his friends, who were waiting for a table. He looked at me a little suspiciously, so I smiled, stuck out my hand. "Arnold Schwarzenegger?" "Yeah." "I'm Mark Massey. I always wanted to meet you. How you doing?" "Good. I'm good. How you doing?" "I'm good," I said, realizing how puny I looked compared to this mountain of a man who a few years later would be starring in Conan the Barbarian and then in The Terminator. I'll be back. But on this day, he was just Arnold Schwarzenegger to me. No need for an autograph, a thanks, a take care, and I left. Few knew back then the fame awaiting this friendly bodybuilder with the tongue-twister name even fewer could pronounce. But I could, because even in 1978, we were longtime acquaintances, the Austrian Oak and me. This is Mark Massey. Thanks for listening to my new weekly series, Give Me 2 Minutes, and I'll tell you a story. Stay tuned for more entertaining episodes, something to enjoy in these troubled times.